Everybody, thank you for joining us today. We are the members of Bro Code of Gaming. Going for introductions, we have here on the computer our Super Tech, Weacro, me, RndmBlkGuy. We have here on to the left of me, Thumper.
How's it going?
And the super left of me, Maverick.
Super left.
Super left. Today we're going to be giving our council review of the game RndmBlkGuy. It's about a nice little skateboard game, something we can play on the weekends, but we're going to give a nice review on it. How about that?
How about
that?
Can't wait. I'm excited. Let's get started.
Do this.
Our council review is based on a 10-point system. We're going to go through each point and vote on it after we have already said our piece on it. And then at the end of the day, you will get our summed up number review of all of us together. Right?
Yeah.
We're all very nice group of people.
Review?
All review. all review. All the time. Anyways,
Two.
All right, then. We're going to go on the really first easy topic, graphics. I'm going to go ahead and have it open up with Thumper here. What did you think about the graphics, man?
Definitely better than the first one, I think. A lot clearer. I had a problem with the colors. I got confused between grinds and actual floor. Some would be yellow and some would be blue. Then you go to another stage and it's green and purple. But other than that, I liked it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, some stages were black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, and that made it a little bit harder too, because Wiz Khalifa kept interrupting me when I was trying to skateboard. That happened, true story. I got a pirated Russian version.
What do you think, Weacro?
As far as graphics go, I've been playing OliOli since, well, of course, the first one. Like Thumper said, it is a massive improvement. I do disagree. I do think the colors are actually wonderful. There's something that the series actually needed was a lot of color. It was one of my complaints of the first game, and I actually am quite happy with what they did. So they actually did a great job.
I agree with Weacro. I only call him that because I know it makes him angry. Look at him.
As for me, being kind of really introduced to the series entirely, I really did like the colors. I really thought that the graphic did fit well. It really fit the theme of everything. I guess they're going for like movie themes, so it kind of really brought out light. It wasn't really dark and gritty. I ran into that too. I felt like I was about to hit a platform. Next thing you know, my face was hitting the platform. So a lot of times that kind of happened to me. But I mean, okay, that's we all said our piece. We're gonna start voting. How we do this is we're all going to put up, do we like what the graphics did for the game? If we are, we're going to have our hands up. If we don't, we're going to keep them down. The majority wins on the point. All right, gentlemen? Let me know. Do we love the graphics?
Yes.
I dig them, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then. That's 1 point going to the review for RndmBlkGuy. We're going to go ahead and go to the next thing. This is a big one, gameplay. I guess I'll go ahead and start on this one. To me, I really did like the simplicity of the gameplay. You know, real easy to pick up. They say, here's pictures, do this. Cool, thank you, I got it. Kept going, and they kept doing that over and over and over. I did feel like there were like some dark spots on some of the ledges. Like, I felt like I really did hit a spot, and I actually just went right through it. And other times when I wanted to do a trick, I felt like I was just doing regular bunny hops. I can't really hate on that. I really did have a lot of fun. I really did kind of go through really nice experience for me. What do you think?
I liked it. It was fun. I only had a problem with going from grinds, trying to do a trick in between grinds. You usually just ollied or nollied.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shove-its is what I did. Every now and then I was able to get a really big flip in there, but that either was either the controller or me. I could have been the possible problem.
Yeah, it's difficult but not impossible. I feel like that's something that comes better, or you get better at it with practice. My biggest problem with the gameplay in OliOli2 was that I had to keep reminding myself that it's not Tony Hawk, which is not the game's fault, but it is an arcade skateboarding game, and that comparison is obviously there. So once I got past that initial aspect, I found the gameplay to be simple, but it could also be complex as you got further on through the game and you started learning new skills like manuals or the grind variations that you could do. Like, it gets more complex as the game goes on. There's a very good learning curve there.
Yeah. And you, Weacro?
One thing I want to touch on is that OliOli really takes on Skate, if you guys remember that series.
Yeah.
And more or less one thing about it is it's not really based on how how do you say, the game plays. It's more how the better you are, the better you're going to be in the game. You know, so like the better you pull off the tricks on the controller, the faster you pull off the tricks on the controller, the faster you're going to land them, the more points you're going to get. And that's one thing I did like about OliOli, and what it led for was very smooth gameplay. Even though it was a 2D side-scroller per se, it was still very smooth, and it still opened up a lot of options. So it really didn't feel all that, linear. It felt very open with its tricks and things like that. I actually enjoyed it very much.
That's actually a good point as well, like, because it's not linear. Like, it starts off linear, but a lot of the later levels have multiple paths that you could go through. So it does a good job. Even though it's a 2D skateboarding game, it still gives you, like, somewhat of the ability to explore. So it's not 100% linear.
And that is good. It does have a lot more depth to the game than what it no, and I do like that. I don't like having it so much depth in the front. I do like kind of gradually into it and feel like I'm a master skater after a while. So I really do like the gameplay. For me, like I said, I had an overall good experience. All right then, everybody said their piece on it.
Yeah.
All right then.
Good.
All up for the gameplay of the game.
Dig it.
Okay. That's another one. That's already 2. All right. The next one is kind of almost kind of like a piggyback question, but I feel like it does need some focus by itself. Is controls. Control, basically, how does the game, like, when you actually play it on the controller? I know some of us had different experience playing on different consoles and, of course, on the PC. How did y'all like the control? Were the controls really were simple enough? I'm going to let you start on it, Weacro.
Well, I stated this earlier to you guys, but one thing I noticed about the controls is, at least on the PS4, what I played OliOli2 on, starting off, it seemed like I was running into what you were stating earlier, like, oh, I'm going to do this trick, and then I'd crash it, or I wouldn't do what I thought I would do. But yet I found that, like, if I played it on, a wired controller, it played a lot easier. So I don't know whether that is something that is, the PlayStation's fault or the developer's fault, but it kind of really, I really would rather play with a wired controller, but of course that makes it very uncomfortable to play. So I really don't like that.
Yeah.
I would like to be able, if it's going to be a console, I would like to be able to play it in my living room from the comfort of my couch and not need to be wired in. This isn't 1999. This is 2015. So I think if you're going to make a game, I feel like there should be at least, or if you're going to make a game for a wireless controller, then you should at least code for it and make sure that your reaction times are like perfect before you release it, because I feel like that's something that Roll7 did not do.